So it's past midnight. I'm standing on the shore of the Rio Grande. The water is right behind me. I'm down the Texas border along with 18 senators. We made the trip to see the crisis that is playing out. We've already gone to detention facilities that are overrun, many of them with families, small children. We saw multiple mothers who were nursing infant babies who had just crossed over and were being housed in outdoor holding pens where they were sleeping on the floor and nursing their babies. We're at the edge of the river. On the other side of the river is Mexico. On the other side of the river, we have been listening to and seeing cartel members, human traffickers, right on the other side of the river, waving flashlights, yelling and taunting Americans, taunting the Border Patrol, because they know that under the current policy of the Biden administration, they can flood over here. They're getting paid $4,000 or $5,000 a person to smuggle them into this country. And our policies, when they smuggle them in, the Biden administration releases them. And more and more and more. Last month, 100,000 people came across the border illegally. We've got 15,000 kids in federal government custody. This is a humanitarian crisis. It's a public health crisis. The illegal immigrants who are being released, they're testing positive for COVID-19 at a 7 times higher rate than the American population. And it's a national security crisis. And it's time for the Biden administration to put an end to it and stop sanctioning lawless chaos on our southern border.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. On the literal 3rd video tonight I have to make to debunk Ted Cruz's bullcrap on this episode of I Am Quickly Becoming the I Hate Ted Cruz channel. Ugh. The video you just watched was Ted Cruz literally looking like a busted Wish version of a nature documentary person trying to spout lies and fears about immigration. So let's just debunk some of the things. The only thing that he even got close to remotely right was the fact that border facilities are overrun. They are. It is a problem. It is an issue that I've been yelling at. I yelled at the Trump administration about. I yelled at the Obama administration about, and I will be yelling at the Biden administration about, because the way we handle immigration is unacceptable in this country. We need a clear and easy path to citizenship. We are on stolen land ourselves and are immigrants, so I firmly believe that this country was built on immigration, and we don't get to play the high horse because we were lucky enough to be born here. So if people want to come here to escape extreme violence, political nightmares, or just come here for a better life in general, I say let them. If they are not, mass murderers, convicted child P's, if they are not convicted R's, let them come. Let them benefit society, because they do. When they use a fake social security card that they bought, they pay into taxes that they never receive on because they don't want to get caught. 2, they live pretty normal, crime-free lives. Statistically, they are less likely to commit a crime than a United States citizen because they don't want to be deported. So they are actually more beneficial than we are. They do jobs we don't want to do, like picking fruit, killing chickens, things like that. So screw Ted Cruz's whole rant about immigration. Screw you, Ted Cruz. Cartels taunting just standing at the border. He heard cartels taunting the Border Patrol. I'm gonna call bull. I mean, Ted Cruz likes to lie about this stuff all the time. I don't need someone telling me they don't do that for me to be like, bull. Yes, some people come over through coyotes, but it's not as common as you think. Most people that are here illegally actually overstay their visas. So this whole, they're coming over in mass numbers through... No. Most people overstay their visas, Ted Cruz. You know this. You are a freaking Harvard-educated lawyer. You know. You're just a disingenuous piece of garbage. Then the whole catch and release thing. Biden has actually sent home more people. Biden sends home about, I think it's 41% of families, and the rate is higher for single people coming in. I mean, his deportation rate is not good. I'm not happy with it. So, no. And then the fact that he's saying that they're coming in without COVID testing. Last time I checked, you act like COVID's a hoax. So you can't sit there and be like, well, COVID's a hoax one minute, and then immigrants are coming with COVID. No. First off, I don't think they're testing. I think they're like, 7? He said 7% higher. No, I couldn't find that number. So if you can find that number, be my guest. List it down below. We'll talk about it. Because they do need to be tested, and they do need to be treated if they have COVID. I mean, duh. Oh, and there's also the fact that Trump kept them in border camps. Then he goes on to talk about nursing mothers being sleeping on the floor. I'm going to need to see that. But the way he does treat children is atrocious. I'm about to do a video in just a little bit where you see a video from there where there were children with those, like, aluminum foil looking blankets, sleeping on cots all crammed together with COVID, running around. It's not safe and it's not okay. But Ted Cruz doesn't get to speak on that when he was absolutely freaking silent when Trump was, making children disappear and their parents and not reuniting them and doing all the terrible things that Trump did to migrant children. Ted Cruz ain't got room to speak because you don't get to care when one person is in office if you don't care when your side is in office. It doesn't work that way. It is a political talking point. It is not a crisis. In fact, the crisis that he's talking about is 9 months worth of building. That's right. When Donald Trump was still president, hear me out here, the numbers were rising. It's been rising for 9 months. How long has Biden been in office? That would be 2 months. And how do I put this nicely for anyone who needs to know what I'm thinking here? It's been 2 months. So 7 months ago, before that, it was already rising. And who was president then, Ted Cruz? Who was president? Oh, yeah, that would be your daddy, your supreme overlord, your Darth Vader God type situation. That would be Donald freaking Trump. It absolutely infuriates me that he put this video on Twitter. It absolutely infuriates me that he's trying to weaponize migrants. They are not a weapon. They are not a political tool for Ted Cruz to use to gain some freaking brownie points. They are human beings that have feelings, that have family, that have emotions, that don't deserve to be treated the way they've been treated under any administration since I've been alive. And if you are not willing to speak about it when your person is in power, you need to sit down, shut up, and figure out a solution before you talk. Because you lied, you exaggerated, and you weaponized human beings. So screw you, Ted Cruz. Again, if I have to make a video every day until 2022 talking about how terrible this man is, and I have to go down to Texas and personally canvass, this man needs to leave office. Retirement is your friend, Ted Cruz. Take it. And never return. And never speak again because you are evil. Alright, guys, I will see you later.